Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I received permission a couple weeks ago to do something that was not apparel or clothing related, so I decided to go the accessories route and make a purse. This is McCalls pattern. I think it's M7851. Let me look. Yes, this is that. This is view B. So before I even start to ramble or anything like that, let me go ahead and show you how to make this. The fabric I'm using for the outside is a faux white leather that I salvaged from my mom's old headboard. It does have a few manufacturer's errors, but nothing too terrible. The lining will be this white, stretchy, slippery fabric with black flowers. I found this in the remnant section of Joann's. And the straps will be a black upholstery fabric. Taking both your short straps, piece 6, and pin them together, right sides together. Sew around the long edges of the straps at 1/4 of an inch, leaving the ends open. Then trim the edges to 1/8 of an inch. On the back of your bag, piece 7, you have the placement lines you should have transferred. Pin the ends of the straps to the placement lines like this with tape to avoid holes. Base stitch across the edge of the tab ends. Pin or tape the square tab piece number 8 over the tab ends on the placement lines like so. Stitch around the entire edge of the tab piece at 1/8 of an inch. Sew the longer handle number 9 the same way as you did piece 6, your shorter handle. Then sew it the same way that you did the other one but on the front of the purse. Sew the front and back together, right sides together, and stitch them down the side and the bottom, but not through the corners, stopping at the small dots. Fold the corner of your bag out flat, which took some force with leather, but eventually I got them to lay flat like so. You'll pin the edge and sew from one small dot to the other small dot across the corner like so. Repeat on the other corner as well. After that, flip the purse right side out and press, but be careful not to burn your faux leather if that's what you're using. And I will admit it did not lay as flat as I would like it to, but I'm just gonna ignore it. The interfacing on the lining is optional, but since my fabric had stretch, I applied it to both pieces on the wrong side. Sew your lining the same way you did the outside of the purse, leaving an opening between the large dots on the side that you see here. You want to leave that open so that later on we can flip the purse. So I kind of messed up. You need to sew a pocket to the lining. So let's pretend we are looking at the lining piece and it hasn't been sewn together. Take your pocket, piece number 1, and fold it along the fold line right sides together. Stitch all around the edges, leaving a small opening at the bottom edge. Flip your pocket right side out through that opening and press. Then slip stitch your picket. I wrote picket. Then slip stitch your pocket closed. There should be a placement marking from the pattern on the lining. Take your pocket and line it up with the markings. Sew around the side and bottom edges of the pocket, leaving the top open. And just a reminder to do this before you sew the linings together. Pin your bag and your lining together, right sides together. And it doesn't matter if it's the lining inside the bag or the bag inside the lining. As long as it's right sides together, doesn't matter. Sew around the top unfinished edges. After that, flip the whole purse inside out through the small hole in the lining. Slip stitch the hole in the lining closed and push the lining back into the purse. You should press the top edge of the purse so the lining is invisible and edge stitch the upper edge. But my client, aka my mother, liked the lining being visible, so I just pressed the lining inside and top stitched 1/8 of an inch away from the white leather. Fold your purse and slip the straps into each other like so, and you're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. This purse is actually really super simple. If you're looking to start getting into more bag making or just trying to work with leather, this is a great beginner pattern for you to start venturing in that kind of horizon. My mother really enjoyed this purse, and when we're done here, she's definitely going to snatch it from me, put all her stuff in it from the old bag that I made for her, and she's just going to take it. Like, this is the last you'll see of it for me. But she's going to really enjoy it, and she already loves it. Especially the lining on the inside. It's so modern, so beautiful. And I'm just really excited for her to be walking around with it. Like, I'm very proud of this. Like, very proud. I also want to say thank you for all of 382 subscribers. Like, I am so happy to be here. And when I quit my job around March during the pandemic, I did not think that my channel would grow this much. So every time I see like 1 or 2 new people, I am like super excited that like people are seeing it and people are joining my community. And I'm really here to look to try to make a beautiful sewing community that's encouraging, that's helpful, positive, and really just accepting of everybody in the community, regardless of who you are and how you identify and what skill level you are. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all 382 of you. And here's to the future for what's next. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new here, please do subscribe. I would love your help to make this community something great. And please share with your friends if they're looking to make this purse. Also tag me on Instagram or Twitter with your makes, so that I can see them and like them and share them, because I'm really excited to see what you make, because everybody's got a different style and I'm really here for it. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I will see you folks next time.